What in the hell is wrong with you bikers and motorcycle clubs? What in the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all got issues, man. Y'all need Jesus or somebody. Y'all need Jesus or something. Somebody. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is what makes you think you can get away with some of this stuff? Like, I don't know, man. I'd be not even wanting to be like associated with some. I ain't lying, man. Here we have an incredibly ridiculous story about a guy who tries to have a guy killed, and I believe his pregnant girlfriend for being out of the club bad or something. Like, y'all got this out bad shit hardcore, man. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it in my I've seen it in my own case with the retardation. And yeah, I'm using the R word. That is going on. We got so much silliness going on. Out there in Ontario, there's a loss of money based on this dumb shit bikers are doing. An entire department store chain is no longer going to carry support gear because of some dumb shit up there. And you got some of these guys that are pleading guilty now to some crimes that they committed. So we got a lot to cover. I don't know how much we'll get through this morning, but we got tomorrow, and the dumb shit keeps happening. So looks like I'm going to be in business. I get to stay in business. We'll be back in about a minute and 7 seconds with the team here to talk about some of this stuff this morning. Hey, I appreciate you guys being on. We'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, where he paid his dues and he earned his stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat, the nose confluence as gets skinny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Hey, y'all, what's up with you? It's Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can use. Biker News you can trust. And I would like to take a moment to introduce us being the only Biker News and MC Protocol channel in the entire world to have our own Dr. Logic in the house. What's up, Doctor?
What's up, everyone? What's up, Black Dragon? How you doing today?
Have Lavish on in a minute. He's mad at me for being late, and I apologize. He's in school now. He's back to school, learning to be a funeral director. He's going to be embalming bodies. He's going to be a one-stop shop He'll come pick up your car off the side of the road, pull the dead bodies out of them, take them over to the funeral home, fix up on them, put them in the coffin.
They got to go to the morgue first. Bro.
How do you know? Because you're just a doctor. I mean, you're
not a medical doctor.
Your own doctor.
Not a medical doctor.
You're just a doctor of theology or whatever it is. You're a doctor of education, whatever they gave y'all. They just hand those out, don't they? They just handed you. Mm-hmm. They just gave it to you, right? You just.
What's so funny? What's so funny when we talk about degrees in school and education. I have a degree in electronics as well, and I never worked in that field. Yeah, every time I look at it, I said that was just a waste of money.
They don't care. As long as you have the degree.
I've never worked in that field. Never, not one time.
But you're an engineer, so I mean,
it
helps.
I am, but I'm just saying it's funny. We growing up, you got to go to school, you got to get a degree, blah 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 blah. Get the degree, and then don't work in that field.
Nowadays. Maverick called you Dr. Priest. Nowadays, all you need is a YouTube channel. You don't have to go to school at all. Hey, man.
No, technically, yeah, but then you got these commercials that y'all not doing it right. You need to come to here, and I can show you how to get subscribers and learn how to. Yeah, there's always some education somewhere on how to do something.
Oh yeah,
better.
They do have schools of how to do better. And I followed I got about 10 or 15 creators that I follow who teach you nothing but how to have a successful YouTube channel. I've sent you some of them. YouTube channel, Facebook channel. Those guys are real. They know what they're talking about. And if you follow them, you do better. Hey, man, this is crazy over here. This is some crazy SHIT, preacher. This is craziness over here. First of all, you can look at these guys that they hired. They don't look like the brightest tools in the shed. Maybe it's just because.
Didn't we talk about this a little bit last week?
A little bit. We said we were going to talk about it today.
Yeah.
And they don't look like the brightest tools in the shed. Maybe that's just because all arrest pictures are ugly. Maybe that's what it is. They make you look like you couldn't have pulled that off. Maybe they do that on purpose because your boy here on the left is looking crazy as hell. He's looking crazy as hell. Mm-hmm. And your boy on the right is not looking much better. We got a couple videos on this. Let's go. Let's see. Do they throw them to a commercial? Yes, they do.
Coach Bischoff looks like she's got a play in mind.
Wow. And then if you try to click off of it, it throws you completely someplace else. Wow. Let's go back. Yeah, we'll just kill that real quick. Okay, so we don't have any choice. They're going to play this whole ad for us. It ends in 5, 4.
It says skip at the top right, don't it?
Does it say skip? Oh, anyway, here we go. All right, we'll start all over. Action with your boy here in the nice suit. Here we go. Where's the sound?
Sound all the way to your right.
Wow.
Gang murder for hire.
All right, here we go. Action.
A business owner has been arrested after police say that he was involved in a motorcycle gang murder for hire plot. It comes after officers searched a tattoo shop, a restaurant bar too yesterday. Wave News reporter Fernando Garcia Francischini is joining us now with new details from court documents.
Yeah, Brian, we've learned that the searches at those 3 different places in New Albany yesterday are connected to this investigation. Now, 4 months since the shooting on May 13th at Underground Station in downtown New Albany that started this all, a 3rd suspect has been arrested. Police say multiple shots have been fired from a black SUV that was parked on Bank Street. A woman sitting on a bench outside a barber shop was shot in the foot, but police say she wasn't the target. Police later interviewed the intended target, who told investigators he was a former member of the Menace 13 motorcycle gang. That person told police the owner of North Star Tattoo was the only person who would hire someone to kill him. That man is Henry Bachmann. The suspected shooter, Aaron Brown, was eventually arrested. And in an interview with investigators, Brown admitted he was hired by Joseph Flacia to murder the victim and his pregnant girlfriend. Police also say Brown mentioned he overheard a phone call between Flacia and Bachmann. He says on that phone call, Bachmann was upset the victim and his girlfriend hadn't been killed yet. According to police, this all stems from the victim of this plot having left the gang on bad terms. Police also searched Bachmann's phone and found numerous calls and texts between him, Flacia, and other alleged Menace 13 members. Police also reviewed Flacia's phone. Police say that search revealed the two men's relationship was mostly focused on Flacia delivering narcotics to Bachmann. The detective says he also checked Flacia's jail phone calls, and according to that detective, Flacia is expecting Bachmann to pay for his attorney's fees, and if not, he says they'll be, quote, real close friends for the next 56 years. Fernando Garcia Francis.
What? Do you?
He said 56 years.
Do you see that? Is crazy. It's
So the shooter is saying that the guy that hired him has to pay his lawyer.
Yeah, and I read that. I saw it and read it, and it was, and he said, yeah, and he's going to pay for my lawyer, and if not, well, we'll be real close friends for the next 56 years. We'll be roomies.
So they haven't arrested. They arrested the guy that
they arrested the guy who
did the hiring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy you see in the mugshot. That's the guy here. That guy. That guy up there in that picture.
He's the one that did the hiring? I thought it was the other guy with the beard.
That's the guy who did the hiring. That guy right there. That's the guy who did the hiring.
Okay.
And then these two guys are the so the guy I just showed you a picture of did the original hiring, and then this is the guy who was the emissary who hired this guy here. So there was two hirers.
Oh, so we just don't have a picture of the victim. Okay, I got you.
The victim's picture, but check out the affidavit here. Here we have the affidavit. I love it when we get the affidavits. So this is the affidavit. So the affiant is the detective. So the defendant is Henry Bachmann. He was born in 1994, right a year before I got out of the Navy. Detective Robert Harrison, a 3-year veteran with the New Albany Police Department, currently assigned to this criminal investigation, or to the Criminal Investigation Division, swears that he believes and has good cause to believe that Henry Bachmann, on May 13th in Floyd County, state of Indiana, committed the offense of conspiracy to commit murder, level 2 felony, based on the following information. And they have some redactive things, but basically, this guy said he's a former member of an outlaw motorcycle gang called Menace 13. I don't know if they were outlaw motorcycle gang or 1%er motorcycle gang. Let's say it's an official outlaw support club. Outlaw support club of who? Is a member of an outlaw. The gang was later discovered to be an official outlaw support club. Outlaw support club of who? See, they don't do this right. They don't write right. They don't know what they're talking about. So I think they're trying to say, because they capitalized outlaw here, he's trying to say it's a support club of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, even though they don't use the proper wording and stuff. I think that's what they're trying to say. Because another video I saw said that they were the Outlaws Motorcycle Club Menace Support Club or some shit like that. So this is the first video I think that has it right. So I think they're probably trying to say, what he's trying to say is that Menace 13 is an outlaw support club. I think that's what he's trying to say. Also stated that there was only one person who would do this. He wouldn't name him directly though. Okay, that was gangster of him. Just that this person would pay someone else to shoot him. So he said I know of one person that would kill me. And so it's interesting because the way that this reported it, you gotta really look, because these reporters, you can get people hurt if you don't deliver this stuff correctly.
Mm-hmm.
The way that this said it was he said that there was only one person that would shoot him, and that was this guy. It made it look like he snitched. But actually, if you read the affidavit, he didn't snitch at all. He said there's only one guy that would shoot me, but he didn't name that guy directly. Just a person that would pay, just that this person that he wouldn't name directly would pay someone else to shoot him, provided information that this person owned the North Star tattoo. Okay, so maybe he did snitch on him. Owned the North Star tattoo on Vincennes Street in New Albany. Well, I'm not going to tell him his name, but you can figure it out.
This was his business in here.
Using investigative tools, that person was identified. Okay, so they had to use their own investigative tools to find him. Yeah.
I cannot find that play.
Say what? Say what, preacher?
I cannot find Menace 13. I find Menace, but I don't find Menace 13.
Well, we don't know them all till they show their faces. But
somebody might have said, "Hey, I'm part of Menace 13," and put it on YouTube or Facebook or something like that.
They might be a true outlaw club that doesn't do that. It was later discovered that Aaron Brown was the shooter, and he was arrested. During an interview with Brown, he stated that he was hired by Joseph Fleschia to murder such and such and his pregnant girlfriend, and this guy's name is redacted, due to being patched out of the gang in bad standing. I never heard of being patched out. Maybe that. I've been heard of being kicked out.
Took your patch. You got
patched out. That's a nice term. We're patching your ass out of here. Aaron Brown also informed me that he and Fleschia, along with another co-defendant, destroyed the suspect car in Louisville, Kentucky on 5/15/25, probably because they didn't want to have evidence. Brown provided locations of evidence. Damn, this guy's talking, such as his phone and what gun he used in an attempted murder. He just gave it all up, along with his location. Also, all this information was found and corroborated due to Brown's statements. And they also looked on the people's cell phones. And listen, when you're going to commit a murder, don't text about it if you can help it. Brown informed me that on the night of 05/12/2025, he overheard a phone call between Fleschia and Bachmann. I'm trying to get over Tia's cold. Brown said that the nature of the call was over Bachmann being angry that the murder of this man and his girlfriend had not happened yet. Fleschia told Bachmann to just watch the news tomorrow. Just watch the news tomorrow. I'll get them tomorrow for you, man. Bachmann was calmed down and happy about the idea that this man and his girlfriend, pregnant girlfriend, why did they want to kill the woman? What the hell did she have to do with it? Would be killed on the 13th, which is a symbol for Menace 13 motorcycle gang. Just wait till the 13th. We'll get them. Brown said he recognized the voice because he had met Bachmann before, delivering cocaine to him on behalf of Fleschia. At the end of the call, Brown asked Fleschia if that was Bachmann. Fleschia told Brown, yes, but you two aren't supposed to know about each other. These guys, really, come on, goobers. On 6/15/2025, I began my search of Bachmann's cell phone. I located 8 phone calls between. Why not just delete your cell phone data? Can they just go on your cell phone and you just tell on yourself? They just go through the log and there it is. They didn't even go to the phone company.
They don't have to go through your cell phone.
They didn't even go to the phone company.
If they got a subpoena, they can get your records.
He didn't have to. He just went to the guy's phone. I located the 8 phone calls between them. I also located a 4-minute phone call between the two on 4/28/25, the day Brown states he was hired for the murder of such and such and his pregnant girlfriend. On 5/12/2025, Bachmann called Fleschia at 10:44 p.m., but the phone call is only 4 seconds long. At 10:44 p.m., Bachmann texts Fleschia, call me. Then at 10:52 p.m., Bachmann calls Fleschia. The phone call is believed to be the phone call that Brown overheard Fleischer talking with Bachmann about Bachmann's frustration that the murder had not yet taken place. I also located messages on Bachmann's phone between him and other Menace 13 members in a signal chat named 13. Oh, they had the password on the man's phone. The only way to get in the signal is through your phone. Bachmann sends a photo. So what good is using Signal if you're going to give someone the password to your phone? The hell, you might as well just had an open phone call. Bachmann sends a photo of such and such with a police officer and states switching sides. Resco 13 responds, now we really got to watch our backs. Another member, Ed, says, F block. F somebody. Bachmann then responds again, I just sent it out to a bunch of guys all the way to Tennessee. Resco 13 states, yeah, he knows way too much to be switching sides. Straight up informant status. During my review of Bachmann's phone, photos of Bachmann with members of the Outlaws of Tennessee chapter were located. Oh my God. Bringing in a whole club that didn't have shit to do with none of that, it seems. Bachmann sends the same photo of blank to a contact named Coda, 1%er, with the same caption, switching sides. On 6/16/2025, I received an anonymous call that said they had a lead for detectives in reference to the shooting at 37 Bank Street. The lead said for detectives to specifically look into Henry Bachmann. Man, you got a whole lot going on here. On 7/12, I didn't know this was too small for y'all to see. You should have said something. On 7/12.
I didn't know you was going to read it all.
Not reading it all, but it does get interesting. On 7/21/25, okay, let's see. I reviewed Fleischer's phone. I located messages between Fleischer and Bachmann. One message between the two on 2/15/23. Fleischer messages Bachmann, just reached out. Bachmann replies, for what? Don't know, didn't answer. Bachmann tells Fleischer to cut him off. As I continue the review of Fleischer's phone, I observed that Fleischer and Bachmann's relationship is primarily focused on Fleischer delivering narcotics to Bachmann. So they've established all of that. The two messaged and agreed to meet at Vic's Cafe, which is not typical throughout viewing their relationship. 3 days after Fleischer's in-person meeting with Bachmann, Brown is hired for the murder. I reviewed DVR camera footage, which was recovered from Fleischer's house at Linda Avenue. During my review of the camera footage, I located video from the 5/12/2025. In the video, I observed Brown enter Fleischer's home. While in Fleischer's house, Brown grabs a black AR-style 15 rifle and ammunition. Brown disassembles the rifle, places it in a cardboard box. Brown is then seen walking the cardboard box containing the firearm towards his Toyota RAV4. Hey, turn off your security cameras. Oh, my Lord. Brown returns to Fleischer's house in the scene, leaving after 10:52, which corroborates Brown's statements that he overheard Fleischer's phone call with Bachmann when Bachmann calls angry that the murder hadn't taken place. I also reviewed jail phone calls. Were they talking in jail? Where he states, Henry should be paying all my attorney fees. In that same phone call, he says, get the point across to Henry. Basically, he needs to pay my attorney fees, or me and him are going to be real close friends for the next 56 years. That, he says, on a jail phone. It is the above mentioned facts that give your affiant, the detective, probable cause that Henry Bachmann committed the offense of conspiracy to commit murder, a level 2 felony. There it is, all there. Why? Because the guy left the club on bad standings.
Who is this guy? And
Tahuti.
yeah, who is this guy? I mean,
You
he's
remember your
talking about-
President Nixon and the bills you have to pay? Yeah, Tahuti was like, never record yourself committing a crime. Yeah, that is exactly what President Nixon did. I don't think anybody on here is old enough to remember him. What's up, Black Dragon? What's up, Logic? What's up, Black Dragon out there, the Midnight Ghost Rider?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Joshua Blue, this bonker's here. Good morning, Black Dragon. Good morning, Cardinals. 619 out there in San Diego. What's up, Dave Gooding? Up there in Canada, I believe, was where Dave is. We got him all over the world. Put down your mark on the dotted line. Yeah.
He was talking about signing up with the devil, that the Pope is all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I didn't see all that. What's up?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow. Really? Okay. Well, I didn't see that, so I can't comment.
No, I wasn't going to comment on it.
MS-13 Mara. So, okay, what is that? Many were recruited from the Mongol. I'm not sure what that's about. I need to pay better attention. When I'm reading, though, I can't see all this.
So you're going backwards. You're going backwards. You should have started at the top and worked your way down. But anyway.
Yeah, I should have. Morning. Hey, what's up, Clifford Barnett? Good to see you, man. Rob Benjamin, what's up? Bolo, what's up? All my good people are on here. I missed all these folks. Cali Kid, what's up? Top of the morning, gentlemen. Gully, what's up, Gully? Jim and Rooney, every day he's on here. Thank you. Maverick, Esoteric Fitness. Oh, we got Sprite. Good morning. It's been a minute, but I'm back. It's good to see you, Sprite. Hopefully see you at the Dragon's Lair tomorrow night. What did Black Dragon spell the curse? Why did Black Dragon spell the curse word? Because I was talking to the preacher. I didn't want to just be cursing in front of the preacher.
United Clubs of North Texas. Logic, are you in North Texas? Yes,
Yep.
I'm in the Metroplex area.
Is that what they call that? The Metroplex area?
Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Mm-hmm.
Dallas and Fort Worth aren't big enough to be called a damn Metroplex.
The counties are, yeah. Dallas-Fort, that's what it's called. Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, which means not big enough.
And don't have enough people.
I understand.
Okay, maybe they have enough land, but not enough people. I should be careful about
What you
talking
mean
about
not enough people? How many people you got to have?
You need 10 million people in a city.
What's the definition of Metroplex? You don't even. You gotta say it's not big. Here, I'm defending it because I'm here saying it's not big enough to be called a metroplex, but you don't have the definition of metroplex.
A metroplex is a large metropolitan area that includes 2 or more cities and their suburbs.
Yes.
So any old little shitty ass city could be called a metroplex.
2 or more cities and their suburbs. We got
so
mid
Oklahoma
cities.
City
We got all kinds of little.
Norman or a metroplex then.
Yeah, you got the Colony. You got Denton. You got all these little cities inside the metroplex.
Motogato says, now that the big 5 are speaking of coexisting, how is this going to play with those who don't play with the COC? I don't know, but motorcycle clubs don't have a choice. You're either going to get along together or you're going to be out. And with this new administration, and so we're getting into, the second year. So we're getting close to year 1 being over. So it's not necessarily a new administration anymore, right? But this new administration is starting to get their footing. And they're slowly, one by one, taking out the enemies of justice. And it's not long before motorcycle clubs may find themselves on the hit list. As a matter of fact, let's look at this story real quick, because this is highlighting why you're going to see more federal officers in cities. In this story right here, this is not typical biker news, but in this story right here, a young lady from, where's this lady from? She's from the Ukraine or something. Her name was Irina Zarutska. She was stabbed 23 times in Charlotte on the light rail system. I guess they have some sort of a train system they call light rail. And this man just stabbed her for no freaking reason. And this is why you're going to see more and more federal officers in cities like yours. Let's bring this up.
New details in a deadly stabbing on a cat's rail line. Thanks for joining us for your news at 6. I'm Siobhan Bryan.
Oh, listen, now that I'm engaged, am I no longer allowed to hoot and holler at the,
No, you're no longer. No.
I don't get to do that anymore? That's some bullshit. I want to say, what's up, Chevron? What's up, girl? I can't do that anymore, huh? Oh, man. I'm losing everything here.
I told you you gotta burn your player's card, Doc. I told you that.
Bro, I can't holler at the little young
Gotta burn it. No.
reporter women no more.
And love shouldn't even should not even make you want to do that.
Love should have brought your ass home last night.
It was 2 weeks ago. This woman, Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee, was killed while riding the light rail in South Charlotte. Since that time, there have been several questions about what happened, why it happened, and could it have been prevented. Today, CATS released surveillance video of the events leading up to and after her murder. And we want to warn you, some of these images could be considered disturbing to our viewers. We're not sharing images of the attack, but rather what led up to it. WBTV anchor Jamie Bold joins me live in studio with more on that video. Jamie?
Yeah, Siobhan, first, before we show you anything, we think it's important for everyone at home to understand the process we go through in cases like this. Awful things happen. Sometimes our photojournalists are there for the incidents. Other times we get video from police body cameras, or in this case, Charlotte Area Transit. We request video from agencies all the time. We do it to confirm what we have been told is backed up by the available video. It's about transparency. It's about confirmation. Now, when we get video like we did today, it doesn't just mean we put it on the air. In fact, often we don't show it, or it's heavily edited, especially when it's violent and graphic. We ask questions of ourselves. Does this video show us something important? Does it give us new or better insight into what happened? Is there news value in showing it? And then we factor in decency and privacy. Tonight, we've decided to air a portion of the video provided by CATS. We're doing that because it verifies what we've been told about this incident, and that is newsworthy given the public attention and the demands for safety improvements. We will not be showing the actual stabbing itself.
It's 9:46 p.m. You'll notice right away.
You can go online and see the stabbing itself.
Ride aboard the light rail. People are doing what they do these days, keeping to themselves, scrolling on their phones as they ride along. The man accused in the killing, DeCarlos Brown, is in the red hoodies on the right side of your screen. He appears to be maybe a little emotional, perhaps a little agitated, but nothing disruptive. There's nothing that gets anyone's attention. About 30 seconds later, Irina Zarutska boards. She's wearing a hat and a t-shirt from a pizzeria, and she sits in the row in front of Brown. She has earbuds in and is looking.
So they got rid of the guns so they could put them on.
I want you to see this little skinny girl. She is completely nondescript. She's got a hat up. She doesn't even have her hair down. Got her glasses on, looking at her phone. Just a citizen traveling down the road. There is what's about to happen to her. I mean, how do you prepare for this? Life is so fleeting and so short. She's not prepared. She's probably got clothes in the washing machine or something. Like, this is so freaking sad. And this man has been arrested so many times. Such a history he has. And here he goes.
She too is just minding her own business. They ride along for around 4 minutes with nothing unusual happening.
And this is why we need more armed people. We need more armed people because somebody should have just eliminated this creep.
Then around 9:50 p.m., Brown reaches into a pocket. We've zoomed in on it here. He pulls out a pocket knife. No one notices a thing. Seconds later, he would stand up and from behind, unprovoked.
Like, I just wish this person here had been armed. Like, how did this person not see what this guy does to this woman? He stabs her 3 or 4 times. Did this person not see? Did this person not see? I mean, did they?
From behind.
Are you that deeply into your cell phone? Are we really Is this really what's going on in our society?
Seconds later,
Look at these people. Are all these people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. How do you kill somebody in front of 5 people and nobody knows? I'm just disgusted.
he would stand up and from behind, unprovoked, as we stopped the video, he would stab the young woman several times. She had no chance to defend herself. The attack was over in seconds, and when it was over, Brown walked through the train attempting to get off. Few passengers, if any, at first realized what had happened until they noticed drops of blood on the floor. 90 seconds after the attack, a bystander rushes down to begin lending aid to Zarutska. She would die from her injuries. 30 seconds later, 9:52 p.m., 6 minutes into the video, Brown leaves the light rail.
The video here shows us just how quickly things happened and how difficult it would have been
Nobody even saw that man. Nobody even did anything
to prevent once he got on the train. And that is an important part to all of this. From what we've been told, Brown never should have been on the train. Authorities tell WBTV he did not buy a ticket. CAT says it is working on ways to keep fare skippers off mass transit. Siobhan.
So, we see all this stuff, and everybody's always talking about how bad it is against the people that are skipping fares and things like that. And you see them in New York and stuff all the time, run behind people to scoot into you're from that area. You see how people are trying to skip fares and stuff like that. So when they have the National Guard in your city, don't be pissed off. Don't be mad when they have the National Guard standing in your city, because people are tired of this kind of shit. They're tired of it. It's absolutely ridiculous. This same crazy range and mental issues. That's some crazy rage and mental issues. But did they talk about, I don't know if I heard or not, did they talk about this guy's criminal history? He's been arrested like 18 times, something like that. He just got out of prison 6 months ago. Somewhere on here it talks about his arrest record. What did he kill that little girl for? What the hell did she do?
So how's this? So getting back to the reason why you went there, how's this got to be connected with the motorcycle community and what's going on?
The reason why I went there is you're going to see in this country, you're seeing it right now, a hard turn against criminality of any kind. A hard turn. Just the other day, the ICE hit the this plant here in Georgia, the Hyundai facility, arrested 300 or 400 Koreans. Just took them right into custody and putting them out of the country. It's going to be piece by piece. You're going to see a hard turn in this country against criminalism. And I think motorcycle clubs are next. I think outlaw motorcycle club bullshit is going to be next. I am warning clubs. You heard it first from Black Dragon.
So you think they're going to send the military, the National Guards up to the motorcycle clubs?
Yeah, well, if they're going to put them in the cities, why wouldn't they? Why not? If they're in the city, all you got to do is they're already out. Hey, why don't y'all stop over at Black Dragon spot while you're out there? Oh yeah.
And to do what?
What are they doing right now?
But what they're not supposed to be doing is they cannot arrest anybody. That's the law enforcement. They're just there to intimidate.
Kill or one. We need you to show up over there.
We're talking about the difference between what they're doing and what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do.
No, we're not talking about what they're supposed to do. We're talking. This is Black Dragon Biker TV. We talk about the reality.
Okay, yeah, they're out there. You're right.
We're talking about the reality on the ground.
But I don't see how sending the National Guard after motorcycle clubs is gonna be like a deterrent for motorcycle clubs and doing what they do anyway.
Oh, here's the deterrent. Why are they sending them to cities? Have you ever seen?
Now we change. Now you're changing the narrative.
Have you ever seen the National Guard in a city? Have you ever seen that?
Excuse me.
Have you ever seen with your own?
I don't think they. I don't think they sending
your own two eyes the National Guard in a city.
I don't think they should be sending them into the city. That's my
And
opinion.
you're not answering the question.
I just said no.
Okay, I have. You asked a question. How is that going to deter them? You asked that question.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked you, have you ever seen a National Guard in a city?
Mm-mm.
I have. The Watch 93 riots. Okay. And the Watch 93 riots, I was stationed in San Diego. I drive up to Los Angeles. I pull into the McDonald's, and here these mofos are in armored personnel carriers and tank-looking things.
Mm-hmm.
In the regular ass city of Los Angeles. It was one of the most terrifying sights I had ever seen.
Okay.
And I had seen things like that when I traveled abroad. I used to live in Africa. And if you're traveling in Nigeria, back then, there were these areas where you'd pull up, they'd be like government checkpoints on the road, like World War II or something. And these men are standing there with machine guns and stuff and tanks and shit, checking your paperwork. It's very, 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 very scary.
Are you fit to ride? She's a National Guard. She said we do not have the authority to arrest.
So looking at those guys standing there with those machine guns, looking very, very mean and mad and scary. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. I don't give a damn if they have the authority to arrest or not. They didn't have the authority to arrest at Kent State. They still killed several students. You remember that?
The National Guard killed students at a college?
Kent State. You don't remember that?
And that was okay?
It wasn't. What are we talking about? What's okay?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, you sound like you're okay with that. I'm like, so what I'm not okay with the National Guard going in at all. Period.
I am not here to talk about.
You don't want to bring it up.
I'm not here to talk about what we like or what we want. I'm here to talk about what is. The Kent State shooting occurred May 4th, 1970, when the Ohio National Guardsmen fired into a crowd of anti-Vietnam war protesters at Kent State University, killing 4 students and wounding 9 others.
Okay. The National Guard was present due to civil unrest and unrest on campus. Okay.
So we're not talking about what they have.
1970, man. That was long as 1970. I was in the streets throwing rocks at people. I was in it. I wasn't even watching the news back then.
I'm a little older than you.
So, yeah. Right.
You have to reach back for some of this, but this right here, this happened. This can happen when a National Guard enters your city. Whether they have the right to arrest or not. Not one of these guys had the right to arrest anybody. They didn't have the right to shoot and kill 4 students either, but they got shot and they got killed and nobody was arrested for that.
Okay.
This is getting serious.
I was okay.
It's getting serious, and motorcycle clubs better understand this. I'm letting you know. The lawlessness is not going to be tolerated, especially as part of this administration. Hey, Black Dragon, guess what? I just got my motorcycle out of the shop at my mother's house, sitting down. Oh, good for you, man, Black Dragon. I didn't know your motorcycle was in the shop. Motogato said 1960s. No, 1970s. National Guard was in Gary in 1995, says Kurt Stone. 1970s said, yeah, David had it right. Military in the streets is going to be bad. It's going to be bad. There are some things I do agree with this administration, but I do see bias on only focusing on minorities, non-white, throughout the nation. Well, motorcycle clubs can fall into that. This further proves Logic's point that the National Guard should not be in cities. We're not talking about whether they should be there or not. That is not part of my discussion. My discussion is, y'all better get ready and stop with the lawlessness. Figure out some way to come to the table. figure out some way to have some peace agreements between these motorcycle clubs. Figure
On a
out some
worst
way.
case scenario, and I'm trying to find what could happen when the Rodney King riots happened and the gangs or the people. I ain't gonna say the gangs because that was just rumor. So people robbed the stores and they only took rifles, sniper rifles. They didn't take all the they didn't take handguns. This is what was reported. This is what I remember. And the local police were afraid that's what it was going to call in the National Guard to help. If the National Guard, if this becomes a norm and your criminal element still wants to do criminal things, the National Guard is going to be overwhelmed. They're going to start getting shot. Yes, they're trained. Yes, the army is trained. But then you will have anarchy in our streets because of the criminal element is going to do what the criminal element is going to do.
No.
But see, we haven't seen that. That's what I'm saying.
We have seen it. I was there in '93 and wasn't no criminal element doing a
Where?
goddamn thing. When they shut down Los Angeles, the crime stopped.
Wait a minute. We're not talking about in a one scenario. We talking about if this becomes a norm across the country, people are not going to just sit there and want to be in that type of environment. They will rise up. That's natural. They will rise up. And then the worst case scenario, they'll start shooting back at the National Guard. That's worst case scenario. I ain't saying it's going to happen in LA or it's going to happen in Miami, but on a whole, the worst case scenario, the common people are not going to want to.
They're not sending the National Guard across America right now.
What you said it can come. It can be
right
coming.
now they're targeting. They've got their targets on what cities that they're sending them to. They're Democrat cities, mostly red cities. But it also happens that the crime is bad. Let me tell you something. Do you think that the National Guard is going to be hated for being there by the citizens of some of these cities that are under this enormous fucking crime?
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
I think some of those citizens are going to be like, I'm so glad that I can.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Because they're going to get tired.
Yes, they are.
And I can say this. There's going to be some National Guardists, and if they send in the military or army, they're not going to want to be out there shooting at their citizens. They're not going to want to do that. On a whole, I'm not talking about in the minimal people.
You were in the military.
On a whole.
You were in the
Yes,
military.
I was in the military. Yes.
If you were dispatched to a city, wouldn't you have gone?
I would have went. But watch this. Wait a minute. According to my oath, I am not there to shoot United States citizens.
Yeah.
No.
If you get an order to like those guys in Kent
I was
State-
a rebel. I challenged all things. That was me. That's me as an individual. I ain't talking about the whole troop or the whole flight or the whole squadron.
Orders and done what you were supposed to do as a vet. And there'll be far more people who do follow orders than there will be.
There's not good. I do not believe people generally want their army or their National Guard to come into the streets and bully and push and tell people they can't go to the park and all this stuff.
There's a whole lot of protests against it. Yes, right now going on across the country in every city.
Mass protests.
That hasn't stopped. Not one of them deployments. They're still there.
Exactly. But the protests are getting bigger.
With feds coming into the city. No, I don't like it. I think it's a horrible thing. But I think that it absolutely is happening. And so what I be talking about is how is reality. This is what's going on. Whether or not you like it or whether or not you can stop it or anything like that, that's a different discussion. It's going on. And where we talk about motorcycle clubs is the lawlessness, especially with this administration, the lawlessness is not going to be tolerated.
Somebody get paid off. Somebody say, here, we'll give you $100,000. We'll give you $50,000. Leave us alone for right now. Well, that $50,000 got to come in every month. Okay, man, just like they buy off cops, they'll buy off politicians. Come on, man. You know that.
This is it right here. This is the oath. All enemies, foreign and domestic. And I took that oath, and so did you.
But the citizens of the United States are not
All
enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
But the citizens of the United States are not our enemies.
Yes, they are enemies.
No, only if they rise up to overtake the government.
It's not lawlessness.
That's the only way they're an enemy. They're an enemy of the United States if they rise up.
You're not an enemy if you just go murder somebody. You're
a criminal. You are a criminal.
And a criminal is an enemy.
You are not of the United States. You are. That's not what
you
that
are an enemy
is.
of the United States if you're breaking.
Are you sure you was in the Navy? Are you sure you took the oath?
I was in the Navy. I took an oath. What are you talking about? How's a criminal not a goddamn enemy? Oh, forgive me.
Not a criminal. Listen, that's why we have law enforcement in the military. What did you have? Didn't you have two different forces? Didn't you? Yes or no? Then you had two different police forces.
In the military?
In your Navy. Did they have two different police? We did.
I just remember.
We had security and we had law enforcement. What was the difference?
I don't remember the granular.
Well, okay, I was because I was security. I carried M16.
Okay.
I carried 280 rounds of ammunition. You know where I could not go?
No.
I could not go to the barracks. I could not go to the PX. I could not go to the chow hall. You know why? Because that was law enforcement's job. Law enforcement could not come down to the flight line. I arrested a law enforcement guy.
That's Air Force stuff, man.
No. That's just the way it was.
Okay.
There was different jobs.
Fine.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to get in this conversation.
No,
let's talk about motorcycles.
Well, everything is not just motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
Everything's not just motorcycles.
I'm just saying it's a bad. We have never seen it, and hopefully we never do. That I said worst case scenario. I ain't say on just ones and twos and threes here. Worst case scenario, the citizens of this country, no matter you blue side, red side, whatever side, they're not going to want to see the military in the streets. They're not going to want to see that.
Oh no, it's absolutely.
And then it will get bad. Can you imagine if all those hundreds of thousands of people that are protesting across this country, can you imagine if they just say F it and they all got guns and start shooting at the military? That's worst case scenario.
You wouldn't win.
Can you imagine that?
All the military needs is one howitzer. You wouldn't win.
But that's what I mean. Then you'll have blood in the streets. That's what I mean. I ain't saying who's gonna win.
I'm
saying just imagine that.
We've had blood in the streets before. It's a horrible looking thing.
Yes,
but
it is.
I don't believe they're gonna have to fight the citizens. They're fighting criminality.
No, come on now, bro. They're not fighting just the criminals because. Heck, if they want to fight the criminals, start with the federal government. Start with themselves.
Well, the federal
examine thyself first. Hey, there, guys, I had to jump in the scripture right there real quick. Examine yourself. Stop getting paid off. The politicians on both sides of the aisle, stop getting paid off.
Gage Ray says it right here. If the guard comes in, cleans up, leaves, everything is fine. If they stick around, then it's martial law, and nobody is down with that.
And nobody's down with that.
Nobody's down with that. I'm not down with that. I don't think anybody is.
And that's what I'm getting at. On a whole, people do not want the National Guard or Army in the streets.
No, nobody does. But are they there?
But they're there. And nobody likes it.
Some people do like it. Some people do like it. Morning, Outlaw Preacher. What's up? Good morning, Ken Rawls. They're there.
If a person breaks the law, they're not an enemy. But when they bring in the National Guard, they will create a bunch of forensic enemies. What is that? Formestic enemies.
What time? What time are you reading?
Sprite said that 10:30. Well, 11:39 your time.
11:39.
Right up on the Black Dragon when he says, "I love it."
I saw that. 11:39. Here we are. If a person breaks the law, they are not an enemy. But when they bring in the National Guard, they will create a bunch of domestic. She's trying to say domestic.
Oh, domestic. Oh, they're okay. Domestic enemies. Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay.
Well, we'll see. There she said it right there. Domestic.
Yeah, domestic.
I saw the National Guard on our streets during the anti-war protests in the 1960s, again in the 70s. Now we see it happening again. ICE, Gestapo, National Guard may become today's brown shirts. Be that as it may, I'm not arguing that. I'm saying they're here. And I'm saying the motorcycle clubs, you're next.
I like that. See what's on the screen?
If local governments weren't so worried about hurting people's feelings and policing their own communities, then federal law wouldn't even need to be there. Oh, well, hell, we could say that all day. What's the country? What was that country in South America that were using the military and police against their people? The police and military put down their stuff and walked because the orders were unethical. Oh, we need to look that up. I don't know what country that was.
Well, you didn't see the two reservists. Well, that is a different. They was protesting something different. But the two reservists, I thought it was a joke. But the two reservists that went and protested, and they had them out in handcuffs. They was in their class days. Come on, y'all rise up! Y'all rise up!
That's because it's against the law to protest in the military, and you will take your ass directly to jail.
They were veterans. They just put their class A's on. They were veterans. They weren't active duty.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that.
That's absolutely illegal.
Oh, if there's anybody out here that's never been in the military, what Black Dragon said is correct, and that's why you will have a lot of military people probably getting in trouble, because inside the military, no matter what branch you are not allowed to protest against the government. If you don't like it, shut up. That's how they feel.
You're not even really.
You can't even sue the government.
Look at this. Now, if the outlaws motorcycle clubs are labeled as domestic terrorists, they can possibly be indicted through military court martial through the National Guard. I won't pass this. I won't pass by this
administration. I won't pass. I won't. He probably.
I wouldn't put this past. Maybe is what he's trying to say. So yeah, and then there's no double jeopardy in military court. So you can still, if you were found not guilty, you could still be tried. Trending to a police state. I think we're able to see that. I think we're able to see 11B Infantry. Thank you for your service. So I'm just saying, it's out there, it's coming, and you better beware that it's coming. Better beware it's coming. And it's coming because of a lot of things, like money. This story that we're going to talk
money.
About, the story that we're going to talk about tomorrow, this is a whole story about how this, an act that happened up in Canada caused major Canadian retailers to stop selling support club gear.
Oh, wow. Well, that might be a good thing.
Hundreds of thousands. How is that a good thing?
Okay, it's only a good. It's a good thing if the organization didn't give the retailer permission to sell.
Well, in this case, this is all of this gear is licensed. So this club is making a lot of money off of that gear being in Walmarts and shit like that. They just lost all that money.
Oh, okay. But like I said, the thing about the
and that's the moral story.
Like I said, the thing about them when I saw the little kiosk selling Masonic paraphernalia, and I asked him who gave you permission to sell that.
I'd have been like, it's none of your business. Move on.
Yes, it was my business. It was my business, and they took it, and trust me, they took it off their shelf. By the time I got finished with them and made a phone call, it was off their shelf.
Boy, I wish you would walk up on my kiosk with that bullshit.
You didn't know me. You didn't know me back then, bro. You didn't know me back then, bro.
I'd have been like, if you don't get away from
my kiosk, know me right because now. And to be fair to the person, they thought what upset me was not the fact that I was mad because they were selling it, but I got more mad when they told me what they thought about that Masonic emblem. They said, we thought this was a gang out of Houston. I said, who told you that?
Why would they be selling a gang's paraphernalia?
Yeah, that's what I said. You need to get that out of there. They wouldn't move. Okay, I made 3 phone calls. 3.
Oh, I didn't know y'all was.
And by within the next 2 hours, They were just pulling that. It wasn't a lot. They didn't have to shut their kiosk down. They just had to take those emblems off their shelf from being sold. That's it. It wasn't much.
Yeah.
And then my next phone call was to the Grand Lodge, so we can go down here to Prairie View to find out why they acting like they're a gang down there.
Oh, damn.
No, we don't do that, bro. We don't do that, man.
Yeah. I understand. Although that sounds really criminally gangsterish. But
no. Because a lot, like what getting to the story you're going to do tomorrow, that's what I was thinking, that no matter the MC, when you sell your paraphernalia, I'm thinking that you gave them the permission to sell your stuff. Because how can you get mad when somebody's selling your stuff and want to jump on them and beat them up for wearing it if you didn't give them permission to sell it in the first place?
Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Clifford Burnett, we all need to open our eyes and think for ourselves, break the herd mentality. Well, yeah, Clifford, and everything we're doing. But we are herd animals. I don't think people understand. There's safety in numbers, so join the herd. We're herd animals. That's why we're in motorcycle clubs. That's why we're in societies. I mean, that we have there are societies in everything we do. Not everybody's out there living like a pioneer out in the hinterlands like Josie Wells, outlaw Josie Wells.
I'm sorry. I was looking at what Gage Ray said.
You don't F with the
logic,
bro. Obviously not. Well, not then. He's a preacher now. We can push
I still got phone numbers. I still got phone numbers.
Let's see. Spider Mike Wild Bunch MC always had mad respect for truck drivers. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
That Spider Mike says John.
They bring you the food, bro. They bring you the food. They bring you the product, man. You gotta respect them truck drivers.
I walked into a thrift store that was selling set of dog tags with the veterans, also social security number on them, and I got those pulled from the shelf. Yeah, that was oh my God, that was crazy.
You know, and when I was in Greece, this is back in the 80s, late 80s. When I was in Greece, military people some guys would be getting out of the military, or I don't know, they need money. They would go downtown Athens and sell their old uniform. Well, the OSI would go down there, and these idiots would sell the uniform still with the United States Air Force tag on it and their freaking last name. Getting busted left and right. I'm like,
is it against the law to sell your?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
That's black market, bro. In Greece and Athens is a big black market. It's big over there.
You can't sell your OBDU?
No. Especially, okay, at least, Black Dragon, at least take off United States Navy. At least take off Bunch, your name. At least take that off. If you're going to sell it, take that off, okay?
I still think I have all my original stuff, including
at least take the rank off, the insignias off. Watch this. In Greece, we were not allowed to wear our uniforms off base. So how are you going to go down?
That was the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Get your behind shot.
Yeah, especially in Greece and Spain and Italy.
Yeah,
all
Turkey.
Those places were really bad. I was there when all those bombings happened. They bombed Obia. They bombed.
I'm glad you remember that, because a lot of people, when I tell them, they say, "Oh, Greece is so beautiful." I said they hated Americans. I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
They tear up your car. They rip the antennas off your car.
Blow up your car. If you was in Athens, I know it's an hour yet. If you was in Athens, if I jumped in, I left my base, jumped in a cab, went down to this place called Glafada Square where we used to party at. If that taxi cab was to get hit by another car, have nothing to do with the taxi cab you're in, had nothing to do with you, somebody else ran a red light or whatever, they are blaming you. Because if that cab did not make that stop to pick your American butt up, he would have never gotten into that accident. That was their frame of thought. And that if you get caught by the cops, it'll be forever for the military to be able to get you out.
It was very nasty back then. Very nasty, especially in the Mediterranean area.
Yes, the Med. Yeah.
The Med. Yes. Mm-hmm. It was very tough. and they had like 30% unemployment at the time in Italy, in that area. They were very nasty to us, very nasty.
Yeah.
A lot of gang fights I was in, Marines and sailors versus civilians over there. And then the Muslim population was really growing, and we had all kind of issues with them, all kinds of issues.
Oh, wow.
It was really tough back then. But people don't know about that. They weren't around. Anyway, that's our news for today.
That's our news for today.
That's our news for today. Tomorrow, it's going to be, this is a very compelling and interesting story. Check this out. Tomorrow, Amazon, Walmart pledged to stop selling biker support gear amid a backlash. And we covered the story that caused this to happen when a guy got attacked in support gear up in Canada. One guy causes all this shit. I keep telling you guys, the lawlessness and biker clubism is not paying off. It's costing money. In this case, probably millions of dollars are going to be lost because this support gear is no longer going to be sold by Walmart or Target in Canada.
Oh, I was going to say, I have never seen, I really have not seen any MC stuff in Walmart here in the States, or at least here in Texas.
I never really noticed. But that you probably wouldn't notice because it doesn't have the logos on it. It just has like the number, support 81, like that. Okay. Yeah, so you might not notice it unless you were looking for that sort of thing. Cliff Barnett says, wearing your uniform after separation from service without removing any and all service patches, you're subject to arrest. I don't think so. No, but I've seen old guys like wear their stuff to parades and stuff like that. Nobody ever arrests them.
Yeah, if you went to a military event and wearing it, I didn't think that was okay. That was bad. Because you earned those insignias in them badges.
As being in the military,
right? You can't act like you're still active duty.
Just
show up on base,
marching your 65-year-old E5 ass, and somebody be like, E4 bunch at 70? Are you serious? Anyway, look at
Outlaw Preacher said the only stuff he's seen at Walmart there are generic motorcycle club stuff.
Look at this.
I guess I just haven't noticed it. Yeah.
Look at all our military people. Spider Mock, Fort Lost in the Woods. Okay, Carnell's 2001 B1 19 Fort Benning. 2009 4th Brigade Combat Team 25th ID, says Joshua. Look at all our military people, man.
I met a guy at Walmart, man. He's 82 years old, man. Had a 2024 Street Glide. Had it all painted. I said, the Air Force, right? He said, yeah, I flew on the gunship. I said, yeah, I love that. I took a picture of him. I said, I got a new friend called himself Grasshopper.
Oh, wow, man. We got a lot of military folks. All right. Hey, we're out of here, man. We're out.
Yeah, let's go. We'll keep talking.
Yeah, we'll keep talking, and we need to be out of here. Okay, let me see. First, we'll get you out, Preacher, and
all right. Go.
Action.
I remember this one kid.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Logic. Keep it logical. Hey, when you're out there riding, I'm going to be riding at the end of the week. Ride hard, ride safe, and always, always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
And it's your boy Black Dragon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to get my newest book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. Motorcycle Club Protocol 101, available on Amazon and Kindle. And get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. And don't forget Prospects Bible and the other Motorcycle Club books that I have for you guys. Prospects Bible. Also, President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. And finally, the Sergeant at Arms Bible. I wrote all these books and more for you, available at blackdragonsgear.com. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Yeah. Peace. Yeah. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.